Okay, hi.
Hello.
Okay, um, so my name's Prisha. I'm the current Colorado TSA secretary.
And I'm Jonathan. I'm your current Colorado TSA State Treasurer.
Hello, I'm happy to be with you this evening. I'm Chase Gordanier, the Colorado TSA State Advisor.
Well, it's so nice to talk to you. We just have a couple of questions for you today. So we know that you are a TSA alumni. You did it for high school and you were a state officer. So what motivated you to first join TSA as a student and then as an alum and as an advisor now?
Yeah, it really comes down to I had a fantastic chapter advisor during my time. I went to Grandview High School, and I had taken engineering classes before, but then as a freshman, I had my teacher actually like reached out to me directly and was like, "You probably are going to like TSA. Just go to this meeting and check it out." And so I dragged a couple of my friends along, and yeah, it turns out I really, really enjoyed TSA. I think kind of the culminating moment for me was my first state conference, and seeing my chapter do so well and wanting to be a part of that. And so I stuck with it for 3 more years. I ran for state office and lost. And then I joined a state committee, learned all about how state leadership works, and then came back, ran for state office and won, which is a plug. Please apply to our state committees. The applications are closing in 4 days, September 19th. And they really, really do help kind of serve as a stepping stone to state leadership. And that's really why I stuck around with TSA as an alumni. I got to really enjoy kind of working behind the scenes and making the magic of conference possible, whether it be judging events or running items to different locations at the conference, or even kind of like planning the competitive events and making sure that everything goes off without a hitch. I think it's just a super rewarding experience because there's so many people who work so hard to make TSA happen. And when the conference comes together and it becomes that memorable moment, like I had when I was in high school, or for the countless students since, I think it's a really, really impactful experience that helped set me up for my career beyond high school, which I didn't even know.
That's really cool. Yeah, I
Wonderful.
definitely agree. Like a lot of these things have like helped a lot of TSA officers, especially committees.
Yeah. So regarding kind of going off of that, we want to ask how TSA has helped you in your career and in professional life, or even outside of that.
Yes. Well, first of all, very like concretely, TSA laid the foundation for um, just life skills for me. Being in a room and being asked to run a business meeting when you're 16 years old or interview with someone is actually not an experience that many people have. And so, whether it was applying for jobs in high school, filling out my college applications, or applying to jobs since, I still hold on to those key skills that I learned from interviewing in TSA and the feedback that the judges had given me. And so I was able to kind of enter any room that I wanted to professionally and carry with me some key skills that could set me apart from people who were competing with me for the same position. Also, you talk to a lot of people in TSA, and developing social skills and networking skills through TSA is huge because really when you're an adult, a lot of jobs come down to who you know, not so much what you know. And so being able to build a strong network and rely on your network to help you as you grow within your career is absolutely essential and something that I started back in TSA.
Yeah, that's really cool to hear. Kind of going off of like that also, like what advice would you give to students to make the most out of their TSA experience? And how exactly can they step into these leadership roles even if they aren't like the face of TSA, let's say?
Absolutely. Well, I think that first and foremost, it's TSA is the type of thing where the more effort you put in, the more you get out of it. I think that shows up in competitive events where like if you truly, truly work hard on your competitive event, more likely than not, you're going to go to nationals and place top 10 because the judges, and now seeing it from this side, the judges really, really understand when someone has put in that extra mile. It's so obvious. And that can, one, help you develop the hard skills that you need to go into careers in engineering, technology, and media arts. But also, it kind of shows you what it's like to experience something from start to finish, and that I personally have found addicting, being able to like come up with an idea in my head, go through all the steps of making it happen, and then getting to reap the rewards of it. I will also say build your community in TSA. The people who you go to state conference with, the people you go to national conferences with, are going to remain your friends for a long, long time. And so being able to kind of invest in the TSA community and have those friendships that can carry you, whether it's like small failures, like your project breaking right before your competition, or having friends to lean back on when it's something bigger, more serious. Being able to have been a part of TSA, I can say without a doubt that those friends are the friends that I lean on during tough times.
Well, that's a lot of experience that you seems to have. But I think you were talking about how you have like a lot of friends that you were able to gain and kind of that TSA community. Is there some sort of like experience or like some sort of memory that you have from TSA that you haven't forgotten to this day?
Yes. Well, the memory that has been on repeat for me as in my role now as the state advisor is, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I was the judge's coordinator, and one of the middle school students for fashion design didn't make semifinals and wasn't going to have an opportunity to be a part of the fashion show. And her advisor came to me and was like, look, she didn't make semifinals. That's okay. But is there a way for her to be able to go up on stage and present? And at the time, I was like, well, like there's no reason not to. Like you'll have the semifinalists and then people are having fun at the fashion show. We might as well keep it going. And I followed up with that advisor later on, and that experience was so impactful that middle school student ended up becoming a chapter officer and becoming a leader within TSA because she had the opportunity to go and just be a part of TSA and just participate. And it was just like a snap decision that I made in the moment and totally came out of the blue. And now reflecting on it years later, that's kind of like the attitude that I am bringing to like my role now as state advisor is it's all about giving the students the opportunity to have their moment in the TSA spotlight.
Well, that is super wonderful. And we know you definitely make us feel like our voices are heard. And we hope that we make the whole TSA population feel like their voices are heard as well. But thank you so much for joining us today. It was really great to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you, Prisha. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank
So
you.
much.